YouTube? I'm back with another video. Today, I wanted to talk about when it's time to stop advertising and move on to a different product. So, you're asking the question, should I go to a different product, or should I stop advertising, or should I continue and just do more testing? And I get this all the time. It seems like nobody has the answer to this, and nobody really wants to give the answer because, truthfully, there's no one right answer. You've got two paths. You can either move on to the next, or you can make this work. And I'm a firm believer that no matter what the product is, if it's being manufactured, there's a market and there's an angle. Now, are you going to get rich off the product? Maybe not. Maybe the market's too small. Maybe the angle isn't strong enough to push people to act. Maybe it's something that people get passively from time to time, and the margins aren't good enough, or maybe the market's too competitive. I won't say saturated. There's always room. You only have to be better than the worst person in the market to be in the market. If you're the worst person in the market, you are constantly struggling to stay in the market. So, let's talk about it. But before I get into the training, I just want to remind everyone, subscribe to the channel. I put out a video every single day. It's on advertising, marketing, dropshipping, and Shopify. Do this free of charge. And I also do give a live call every Thursday evening in our Facebook group. During that live call, we go over one subject in depth. I answer some questions. We do about a 30-minute Q&A. And then at the end of the call, I do a drawing for a 1-hour consulting call where we go over anything in your business, anything in your life you want to talk about, or you could just stand me up, whatever. It's not going to hurt my feelings. It's all for you. So that's what I do, and I'd love to have you be a part of it. So do give us a like on the video, follow the channel, and thanks for watching. Okay, so what should we be doing? So I have AliExpress pulled up here on my computer, and I wanted to talk about it. It doesn't matter what product we go after. So in one of the previous videos, we were talking about these Chuck-It toys for dogs. And dog toys and pet toys in general, and pets are very competitive vertical to be in. I wouldn't say saturated, but a lot of these things you can get in a store at a very reasonable price. So why would they wait for shipping if it's not 2-day shipping, and you really can't compete on the price because they're getting it at a much lower price than you are. So there has to be some kind of angle that you take. So let's talk about this. Your Chuck-It ball, we're going to say that it's a 50mm diameter, so a small ball, $5, and it's going to take a while to ship. You might be able to sell this for like 15. I don't know. I didn't look it up. I haven't done any kind of market analysis. I don't know for sure how much you'd be able to sell it for. But let's go to it. Let's just talk about maybe you can sell it for 15. You got a $10 profit margin. You are struggling to get sales. You've tried everything. You've gone to your different interests. You've tried changing the ad. You've tried changing everything about this to get more interest, more sales. What do you do next? And then you ask that oh so important question, do I move on to the next product, or do I keep going and doing what I'm doing and hope to hit it with this product? So there's a couple of different things. Number one, you have to be prepared in any business to go into debt trying to make the business work. So if you think that this is the best idea that you can come up with, and you want to continue to follow down this road, do it. It's important that you take this to its logical conclusion. If you're doing a one-product store, you don't just change your store, change your brand, and start fresh every time your product doesn't work. And if you do, it's so difficult to be successful. Sometimes you're going to lose value. Sometimes you don't make any money up front, and you have to have really good back-end offers. You have to have a subscription service. You have to do something different. You have to think different than the rest of your competitors. Or you can go in and you can go after product after product after product. There's tons of different apps that will go out there and look for the trending products and go onto Google and say, hey, this is what's trending right now. And there's nothing wrong with both approaches. But what I will tell you is you can spend $50 on a product and not get enough information to do anything actionable with it when advertising. You can spend $2,000 on a product, get your information, and not do anything valuable with the information. You are more likely to find success taking one product. Let's just say our pet dog rubber ball toys for dogs resistance 2-bite dog chew toys, funny French bulldog pug, toy, puppy, pet training products, than you would be to go to the next one and say, you know what, that dog thing didn't work out. Let's hang out and find something cool with this dog thing. These are cool dog balls. Dogs will love these balls. And then that didn't work, and you go on to the next one. You're like, well, let's give them a really nifty leash that doesn't bind up. That doesn't work, then you go on to the next one. And what you're doing is you're just getting information about who has dogs. But here, you're getting information about people who need an indestructible dog toy. And what you could do with that information later on down the line is maybe offer a subscription service to people who have dogs that are rough on toys, and maybe get them dog toys like the Kong toys that are a little bit stronger. So it's not necessarily one way is better than the other, but I will tell you that if you're going to make a product work, you have to be prepared to go in debt. You have to be prepared to lose hundreds, thousands of dollars sometimes to make it work. Now, that's not saying that you can't pick a product, find the right angle, and push, and you got it. You just hit lightning in a bottle, like I keep saying. But I have to warn you against that. It's very unlikely. It's like going in and winning a lottery. You're not going to get it every time. So your first attempt, it doesn't work. You spent $50, you got no results, nobody's clicking, you changed the ad creative. Your second attempt, people are clicking on this $50, but this time around they're not doing anything once they get to your page. So you spruce up the page a little bit. You make it a little bit nicer and a little bit friendlier and driving towards a particular action. They get to your checkout with the next $50, but you only got one sale, and it's like, man, it's just not working. And so you're getting better clicks every time, and you're optimizing every time, and eventually you're going to get to the point where all the wording, all of the checkout flow, the customer experience is fluid, and you're starting to get the amount of people you should get checking out. And then you do your remarketing, and then you start upselling, and then you start offering subscriptions, and that's where the money comes in. So be prepared for a lot of failure if you decide to go after one particular product. And the reason I see people going after product is because, okay, whatever, I failed at that product, but it just wasn't a winner. Any product can be a winner with the right angle. You just have to have the right angle. So to answer anybody's question, I know I left it really open, and truthfully, both ways are acceptable. I always go after every angle. I exhaust every possible opportunity before I say, you know what, this just doesn't work. I'll spend a couple hundred up to $1,000 on a product and say, okay, look, I've done everything I can. I know this is where my whole my customers are stopping. This is my bottleneck. I can't fix this bottleneck. I'm not sure why. And it's either worth getting some outside help, or it's not worth getting some outside help and closing down the shop, or just going after a different product. So you have to answer it for yourself. If you're the person who's just trying to find a product, ride a trend, make some money, move on to the next trend, that's okay. Just know you can't get attached to a product. You're going to be spending a lot of money finding that product. You'll make a ton of money on that trend, and then when it's over, make sure you didn't buy any of that product for inventory, because once that trend's over, you're the one holding the bag. You're the one who has to pay for those products. That's all for today. If it helps you out, please do give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Again, every single day I'm doing a video on advertising, marketing, dropshipping, and Shopify. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.